as recent, I would have think it would have been Monday. I would have spoken to one of my prosecutor. I think there was a witness from the trade winds, and the witness would have went back to the USA. She came to me, indicated, Mom, the virtual complainant gone back to the US. So I said, check the statement, see if there's a a contact number here, and she's willing to give the evidence. Sometimes the prosecutor or the prosecutors are encouraging, need to encourage witnesses as it relates to the reasons to giving the evidence and reassure them, because sometimes you would find witnesses is reluctant to give the evidence for more than one reason, as you would have indicated, but having conversation with the witness and like convincing the witness and persuading your witness would get a lot out of the witnesses, right? And it would save matters from going on. And now persons do not have to come in person. Once there is a contact number, and the person, most persons have access to social media nowadays. So at the court super office where I am currently working, we have Zoom court set up there. So arrangements can be put in place. Georgetown Magistrate Courts also have Zoom courts. The Chief Magistrate have Zoom court, Court 2 have Zoom court, and we have the Children Court as well as Magistrate Base also conduct what we call virtual hearings. So the thing of it is, all that is needed is for the prosecutor to get the witness properly briefed from their statement, get a statement to the witness. You snap it and you send it to the witness, or you ask the witness to come into the office if they're close by and they collect their statement and you prepare them. And of recent, that would have been increasing, so we would have been getting a lot of conviction to me as
And so, so, so
for
when, so when you talk about conviction, because that is the end part of any police successful police
yes,
arrest. It goes all the way
from
to
the
the
arrest straight up to
to
the
conviction.
investigation, straight up to the trial and the conviction, which includes the ruling of the magistrate, which would find favor on the prosecution side.
What would you say the rate is right now in terms of convictions, successful convictions by the police?
Well, to me, I think we're at 60. There's room for improvement. Where I would have seen some of the young prosecutors, and I would call it negligence, because there are cases that I would have spoken to a prosecutor today. There was a matter where he would have dealt with an unlawful wounding for some reason or the other. I asked him through some questions, address some points where the matter would have been dismissed. I said, listen, even if the court is saying, listen, the medical does not establish certain things, did you make an application for the court to find the person guilty for whatever the evidence would have established? Because if you fail to prove wounding, there would have been some contact where the court could have very well and find the person guilty for the lesser count, which is assault. So that is currently being addressed. So that is the position as it relates to that. But I think the police is doing quite a lot as it relates to the level
Conviction
that we
rate.
have and the conviction rate, as well as keeping the crime. It may appears as if the crime is climbing in Guyana. Everybody know in Guyana, the hotspot is Georgetown. So far I think we're doing well. And then there's a lot of execution of arrest warrants and commitment warrants, where persons would have appeared in court, enter plea, and they feel that it would go away like with the tide. No, no, no. Once you enter plea, good. You went to the court from the beginning to the end of the matter. If you fail that, behind your back, right? And once it is tried and the magistrate finds you guilty, then we collect the commitment warrant, and the police head out on a warrant drive.
So when you say they enter a plea
And the plea of not guilty.
of not okay, of
Of
not
not
guilty.
guilty, yeah, of not guilty.
So
So
once they
the
do that, they should be present at every hearing.
until